Alright, well, don't know how this is going to look, but can open it on up. Oh, get into this tiny thing and just kind of see if you guys can see anything. Got our pop up and down headlights. Oh.
I shouldn't have to put up with it. I have a precision instrument for speed and aerodynamics. I'm a very famous race car. You are a famous race car? A real race car? Yeah.
Bone stock.
What do you think? Look at me. I am follow the racing.
Got some work to do. It's gonna be fun. So we are up and Adam. We're on the first level. Just gonna kind of do a basic little walk around. And we'll start checking everything out. I'm glad these quick jacks actually fit, because I first got them for my Mustang. This is a much shorter vehicle. So, yeah. Alright, now we'll do some little montages and time lapses, I think. Alright, so, as predicted, it's pretty damn dirty in here, as I thought. Front shock looks extremely dirty, and I'm hoping it doesn't look blown. It's got little cracks in the boot, but nothing horrible. The little bump stop at the bottom is pretty beaten up. Bushings on the shocks are pretty beat up. I mean, it is a 1999, and I have no idea what has been changed or done to it. I have the service records, but it's kind of hard to read everything in Japanese. I do have a translation app, and it does help. But as predicted for the rotors, the brakes are in good condition. Like, there's plenty of life left on them. Kind of get the shadow out. Plenty of life left on them, but this thing is so corroded on rust on the surface and going interiorly that I just don't want to risk it going out on me at all. On the wheels, it's the same thing. On the inner wall, it's got a bit of surface rust, so I think I can clean that up. But these are definitely getting replaced. These parts had to come straight from Japan because they only made the 17-inch rotors in Japan. So this is a specialty for the RS model, which is awesome. So let's take a peek at the rear. And the rear is the exact same thing. The brakes are actually more wore down in the rear, quite a bit. It is quite dirty underneath this thing. I cannot wait to get a good time lapse and clean this all up for y'all to see. You can see the exhaust is a little rusted and beat up. Looks like all the lines back here are good. Looks like all the bushings are good. The CV axle boots are good. It looks a lot better than the front. It's just heavily dirty, and you can see how heavily rusted back here is. It is kind of insane. So when I pop these off and I do everything, I do plan on getting a little soda blaster, sandblaster, and I'll be taking these pieces off and painting them, because if it's only surface rust and I can prevent the breakdown further, that'd be absolutely awesome. Same thing for the wheels. And another just really nice clear image of just how much rust are on these things. Like, it's kind of gnarly. I'm very glad that this is the only thing that's really rusted. Underneath the car, the only rust I truly see is on the exhaust and then some of the nuts and bolts. So I have no problem just going through with my soda blaster over time and slowly pulling some pieces off to go ahead and repaint them and just make sure they're structurally sound. Looks like this boot actually ripped all the way, but inside the boot's dry, so that means the shock is good, so that's just all dirt. All the other bushings look pretty good. So, very happy so far the way everything looks. Now I'm going to go ahead and just start checking some fluids and seeing what needs to be replaced, and we'll just kind of take it from there. But, yeah. Very happy with the condition of the car so far.